In the previous video, I explained to you that your business case must be like selling water in the desert. In this video, I will give you 8 success factors, how to find the right products and services for your business. Let's get started. Don't start your business because you don't like your boss or you're unhappy with your current job situation and want to get away from it at all costs. I'm the perfect example. Until 2011, I was working for the world's largest ERP software company. In the headquarters, my job was to make PowerPoint slides and Excel calculations that went into the trash bin with no business impact. I was so frustrated with the meaningless task that I wanted to get away from it. But where should I go? In other international companies, it is not better. And small and mid-sized companies pay much less. And you're depending on the goodwill of the owner, who's not seldom squeezing you like a lemon. Therefore, the only option was to start my own business. But what should I offer? With a friend, I developed a video portal for speeches and video trainings. Back in 2007, when YouTube was still new. While the portal got only limited traffic, I made little money with the filming speeches and the trainings. So I started a video production company. That was a big mistake. Big mistake. I started a business in a profession that wasn't really mine. That led to many bad decisions and almost bankrupted me. Today, many people are unhappy with their job and they think, if I start my own business, everything will be better. Let me tell you, no, it won't be. Starting your business puts you under a magnifying glass. Everything becomes bigger and more obvious. And this is especially true for your weaknesses. So, if you start your own business, start it because you are passionate about your area of expertise. And this brings me to the second success factor. Nowadays, I very often hear, I don't have to know anything. There's YouTube and ChatGPT and they tell me what I need to know. And that is true to a certain extent. I like to explore new things. I like to experiment and expand my knowledge. For example, currently I'm restoring a BMW E39. For that, the YouTube channel M539 Restorations from Stratton is a wonderful source. Stratton, if you see this video, I'm a big fan. I even went to your workshop in Frankfurt. But I would never think that I can start a business with my limited repair skills. In Japanese martial arts, there are 3 levels of expertise. Shu, Ha, Ri. On the Shu level, you're expected to execute instructions, like for building IKEA furniture. This knowledge level is what YouTube and ChatGPT provides. If you start a business on this level, you will not succeed, because people won't pay you money for this limited service. The second level, Ha, expects you to solve routine problems without any help, like changing oil. People will hire you out of convenience. But on this level, there's a lot of competition, so you have to accept low margin. Or you develop a way to be super efficient. Like in Germany, there's a company called Make Oil. They perform a drive-through oil change within 15 minutes. And the best is, you don't even have to leave the car at all. In the future, these kind of tasks are performed by AI, 3D printers and robots. The third level, Ri, is the master level, where you need a deep understanding to solve complex problems. This ready-there level is a sweet spot where you should position yourself, because people are willing to pay a lot of money for you to solve the impossible. To achieve this level, you need a lot of time and practice. And to not give up on the way, you need to be passionate, enthusiastic about the topic. Very often, people are passionate about the subject matter, but their level of skills is between Schuh and Haar. If they show their skills to friends, the friends don't say, well, your level is nice for free, but you don't make it on the market. They are polite. They say nice things, but this gives you the wrong impression. As introduced in the previous video, your business case should be like selling water in the desert. Everybody wants to have it and can't live without it. Taking this literally, you should provide commodities, nothing fancy. A good example is Snox.com. It's a German startup. 5 years ago, 2 students started to sell socks on Amazon. Although there is an endless supply of socks, the 2 students mastered it to make it a €1 million business. The success of Snox lies in the obsession of the 2 students to be on top of the recommended product list at Amazon. They spent countless hours every day analyzing and reverse engineering the algorithm for recommended products. Earlier, I talked about operational excellence. Analyzing the algorithm and optimizing your position in it, that is what I meant by it. You don't have to build a space rocket to Mars, but whatever you do, you have to perfect your service, whether it's the service itself or the way you provide and sell it. Very often, a simple but perfectly executed business is more successful than a business with sophisticated products. If your products are too complex or extravagant, people don't understand them, and people don't buy what they don't understand. Thinking of simplicity, you also have to keep in mind how often do your customers need your product. If they don't use it very often, you have to invest a lot in marketing and sales, and that can put you under pressure. Earlier, I talked about my first startup, video production. In 2011, a company ordered an image video, and that was it. Many companies were so happy with my video that they didn't order a new one in over 2 years. That made me constantly grasping for new customers. And that was hard work, not smart work. On the other hand, my uncle, he used to be a Toyota dealer in a small town. He was the only salesperson, but in his garage he had 4 mechanics. Selling a car was guaranteed revenue for his garage, which was the cash cow, which was what he really made his money with. Selling the car was only cherry topping. In general, before you start a business and invest a lot of money, prototype it. If you're not sure whether there is a market demand and whether customers are willing to pay the required price for your product or service, offer this product or service without even having it. In Europe, there is the fashion online shop called Zalando. When they started in 2008, they had no warehouse and no inventory. Once an order came in, an employee went to the local shops, bought the merchandise and sent it to the customer. In this way, they knew which products are in demand and which are not. And more important, they learned if a fashion online shop works at all, with no investment in logistics and inventory. So the key is to test run your business without big investment. And while you're testing your business, be prepared that the result will be completely different from what you expect it to be, except that the business purpose will evolve and make the best out of it. Many years ago, I wanted to buy a house and rent it out. But I wasn't sure if there is enough demand to rent the house. So I placed an advertisement in a housing portal before I bought the house. Then I knew if there's a good demand, if I get a lot of responses on my ad, then I knew I could buy the house without any risk. And this is what I finally did. Another way to explore the market demand is to start a drop shipping business. But this is such a big topic that I will explore on it in future videos. So please subscribe that you get notified once the video is published. We all have seen it during the Corona crisis. Suddenly, everything is different. Your business case, your business model vaporizes into nothing. This can happen to any business at any time. Therefore, it is important to be mentally prepared to change your target group, your business model, or even your business purpose overnight. And if your business doesn't change, this kind of thinking enables you to tap into new target groups and grow your business. For example, during the Corona crisis, clothing stores became test centers. And after test centers, they became bars and bistros because people like to go out. Soon there will be a video in which I talk about this topic in more detail. So please subscribe to the channel and you will be informed first. For several years, the middle class is declining and about to be extinct. In the future, there will be a huge mass of people with very little income and a small group of people with very high income. So make sure your products and services are positioned either way. Many of you would say, okay, then I position myself in the high-end sector. But that is easier said than done. Everybody wants to have rich people as customers. So there's a large competition and you have to stand out to make your mark. Another challenge is rich people are very picky and demanding. So you have to deliver perfection and very high quality. To do that, you need superior skills and investment. For example, if a restaurant wants to have a Michelin star, it has to have a wine cellar with many exclusive wines. And exclusive is code for expensive. Finally, rich people are a shy breed. It is not easy to get access to them for the average Joe. So if you think of what you can sell, it is worth thinking of provisioning solutions for people with very low income. This can be selling used washing machines you picked up at the junkyard for free and fix them. This can be buying a rundown apartment for cheap, making minimum renovation and rent out each room separately. Or all kinds of selling refurbished products or simple products that people wouldn't have bought 5 years ago, but now happy to have them. In many Western countries, the economy is stagnating or declining. Governments spend more and more money on social welfare. At the same time, many countries are flooded with migrants the governments have to take care of. Some people complain about the situation, but there are many opportunities. For example, in Germany, hotel owners of aged or rundown hotels, they decide not to invest into renovation, but to rent out their hotel as refugee accommodation to the government. An also constantly growing market is security. May it be security personnel that protects public or private buildings, surveillance and intrusion detection systems, or cybersecurity services. The government places orders to many contractors, so why not to you?